So it's not necessarily, but yeah, okay, the greatest thing I've ever come up with. But here we are. Let's see. Can I get this going where I can? Nope. 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 I'm just messing with stuff at this point just to see. Anyway, so there's that. Wham. Uh, yeah, you can rest some creatures. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, that's good for tokens because they cost nothing. It's just basically it's a 1 mana token destroyer. If you want to run a cycling deck, that's good. But yeah, if y'all see anything you want to talk about, holler at me. If not, I'm just flipping through until I find something good. That's not bad. That's in a tog you have to pay for, so it's not as good. Ooh, here's a nice one. It's a common, but it's for some reason they're giving black a lot of indestructible, which in my opinion is a big mistake because black can already do everything else. It can control, it can do anything, and now you're going to give it shield. It's like, come on. It's two-sided. Here's something good. Cat with lifelink if you run cats. Yeah, that's good. If you run a bird deck, man, for 2 mana, untap all your creatures and they get +2/+2. That's really good. All right. I'm just going to mill through this stack here. And then once I get through that, we'll start popping packs for a minute. And then I'll throw into the game. But yeah, if you see anything you want me to talk about, let me know. That's really good, actually, because that goes around indestructible. And most things that have indestructible are not 10/10s. If you want to play a yoink deck, there's a good yoink. That's good, just black-white, man. Sack some creatures, make them crazy strong. That's not bad right there. That's some easy mana. Hitting a red easy mana is dangerous because it allows you to draw and discard cards. Yep. Now, Throttle, not that good. 5 mana for a neg 4. Why print that card? You have Last Gasp, it costs 2. Yeah, if you want insect tokens, bam. Good insect deck card. There's some D&D dungeon stuff. I don't know how, but there's an infinite damage combo with that somehow. I guess you give it indestructible. When it's dealt damage, you gain 2 life. And then you have something in play that says whenever you gain life, untap something. And there you go. I don't know about that. Oh, a new Cat Warrior. I'll have to put that in my deck. That's a 2-mana 3/1. And you get to remove a card from someone's graveyard, which is actually very useful. Very useful in Commander. There's some Sapling. If you want to do allies, there's a nice ally. Like bird deck stuff, man. Good bird deck stuff. Also, there's a pupper. For 2 mana and vigilance, that's good for a little red-white dog deck. Oh, that's a good card too. Because sacrifice gets around indestructible and I think it gets around hexproof because it doesn't say target, it says choose. So I think it gets around hexproof as well. So the sacrifice thing's very good because you can't. It gets around a bunch of the I can't die things. And if you're running allies, there you go. Which allies are essentially just light slivers. Not bad for, goblins and stuff. Easy card draw if you're trying to run card draw deck. Not hard at all. Yep, and there's the staple. Anytime something has a counter, it has trample. In green, man, it's so good. So good. I love cards with multiple abilities. That card replaces 2 cards, like a disenchant. And another damage dealer card's nice. Like, look, that ain't bad. A free life gain in a turn. Every time it attacks, you get life. That's useful. That's very useful. Speaking of which, here you go. Here's another one with trample. You're trying to gain life, that's a good place to start. Yeah, this right here is really strong. Whenever you cast an instant sorcerer spell, put a counter on him. And then if 5 or more mana was cost, you get to put 2. Put that with a storm deck, man, and it gets stupid quick. Like it is crazy good because you just start doing. You wait for your opponent to cast like 3 spells in their turn. You chain a storm on it, and then boom, it gets 3 triggers. Well, 4 triggers because it counts itself. And I'm gonna build me an Ox deck, so there's another thing that I can't wait to kind of run. It seems a lot of fun. That's good for swarm decks like saplings, squirrels, anything. And what you do is you just wait until the one of them gets unblocked and you just slap that on the unblocked one. Thank you, Crow. I appreciate the birthday wishes. I really do. I'm having a suboptimal birthday, but we're making the best of it. We're going to make the best of it. So he has hexproof built in, which isn't bad. And since it's worded like that, anything that says, oh, creatures with hexproof can now be countered, don't work on him. Because he doesn't technically have hexproof. He just has an ability that is the same as hexproof. And so you could really get around it there with a little bit of just semantics. Which is half of Magic, if you really ask me, is just the semantical battle. Dude, that's crazy good, but for 6 mana, I don't know. Yeah, the blight mechanic is actually very interesting because it allows you to pull off some crazy stuff. So basically, it's just saying sack a creature, you get a 3 mana 5/4. Which, not bad if you blot up a little zombie token or something. Which is so easy to get in black, so it just takes a little time to make sure your board state's right. Oh, got me a pest token and a fract. I need the pest tokens. I'm building a pest deck that's black-green. It's so good. Each black. There you go. Group hugs some people. If that's your thing. It's an easy counter deck card. We got some soldier tokens at instant speed, which is really good for white. Then we got an old school Spawn Network. Not bad. I mean, that card's not great, but it is removal for any color. If you're new to the game and you don't have access to some of the crazier cards, that'll come in clutch. It does. People want to scoff at it and be like, oh, that's dumb. You know, why wouldn't they run Path of Exile or a Road or all that? Well, it's like maybe they didn't want to spend a lot of money. Maybe they're running a color that doesn't have a lot of removal, like green. And they're just, making do. Because in green, 5 mana is free, man. Like, so that's easy removal. The card's worth a penny, and it can win the game for you. Because you can just remove somebody's command, and it's instant speed. Like, it'll save you. But people like talking crap because it's not one of the power cards. Like, I've always been a firm believer that almost every card is useful in a certain deck. It may not be useful in most decks, but it is useful somewhere. Like, there may be a couple of cards that are just bad, but they're less than 1% of the total. Oh. Sorry about the mess in the room. The bag back there was just for all the packs I'm about to open. Okay. And that's the bulk we got for the day. So now becomes what everyone's been waiting for. We have packs on packs on packs. I got 6 packs here, and I really want the stone to be in there. Just for me, for my birthday. Just give me my stone. I just want any art of it. I don't care. I just really want a stone. It isn't like I need the full art, one of one bulk. No, I just want any version of it for my collection. Okay. Yeah, this setup probably is going to work better. So we got Agent of Atlas. Okay, let me get these out of the frame. That way it doesn't try to focus on them. Yeah, we're going to do that like here. Okay. I need to figure out where's the sweet spot. I think that's the sweet spot. Anyway, so we got Ashes of Atlas. We have an Agents of Hydra. We got a shield deployment drone. Ooh, I don't think I have one of these yet. And commons, you think out of all of them. But no, there's a Panther Pounce. And it's beautiful too because it's, I don't know if the ink is lighter, but it's really bright. I like really bright cards. They really pop when you're playing. Hulk Smash, got a lot of those. Got you some dinos. Futuristic Forge. Real easy card draw. Love that. There's you some villain tokens. Haha, look. Another Thor Odinson. Good stuff. He wouldn't be a bad commander just for my popper. See, look. Easy card draw for green, which green doesn't have a lot of card draw. So that's helpful. We got us a Rewrite History. When more creatures you call attack, draw a card, then discard a card, put a plane counter on this enchantment. When the fourth plane counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it. When you do, return up to 2 target instant or sorceries from your graveyard to your hand. That is a really good uncommon. Because it gives you a trigger when you cast instances and sorceries. In blue, that's every other spell. Actually, that's probably almost every spell. And then you can get 2 back. Oh, that is choice. That is nice. Ooh, Vision Quest. That's the promo I got in my pre-release, which I drew no other blue-red real useful stuff. So it was a little irritating that my promo didn't get to play. But it is what it is. I went to have fun, and I had fun. I got to run a red-black villain. Alright. I really wish Super Suit. I wish they could get the Incredibles for that one. Woman, where's my super suit? It's like that's one of my favorite lines. And then there's my token and my land. I love they got Samuel Jackson to do that. That's hilarious to me. Oh, oops. I need to sleeve that up. Let me pop some sleeves over. Boom. Vision Quest. And so I don't know where to put. I'm just gonna put that up there because I don't have enough camera to do everything. I'm afraid it's gonna pop. Can I move the cards a little closer to the camera? Sure. Tell me when we have optimal like camera, because I'm trying to get this thing. Hang on, let me see if I can square that out, and then is that good? Because I'm trying to find the sweet spot for the cards so everybody can see them. It's better? Okay. That may just be what we do for now. Because, if you want me to be honest, I have no idea how to zoom this camera in. I know it's got autofocus, but I don't know how to do the zoom. I mean, I guess... Let me see here. Properties. Hang on. Let me make sure I got the right full screen camera. Actually, no, let's do cards camera and go. Why is it... Anyway, okay, now we'll do full screen camera. Well, no, we'll do cards camera. Get rid of my full screen. Okay. And then we're going to go to properties. Let me go to configure the video. I know it's got a zoom. Okay. Tell me. That didn't do anything. What's the point of being able to adjust if it doesn't do anything? Alright, let me see here. The focus is fine, but I would very much like for this to work. Like, wow, that irritates me so bad. I cannot stand useless options. Like, why bother giving me the ability to auto zoom? Oh, it does zoom. It's just garb. Oh my god, is that really the highest it goes? Yes, it does. Yeah, well, that's the best I can do with the technology at my hands. So, I hope that looks okay. Let me see if I can adjust it on stream. Okay, let me go like this. I mean, what I can do is I can do this and just center it out and make it. There we go. That's how I can do it. We'll do it like this, and then I'll move it back slightly and like that. What do you think? Is that better? Because I'm trying my best here. I feel like the lighting's good. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. So that's how we do it. That's why there's no zoom. You just make your camera bigger on the OBS. Okay. So we're going to start with a villain treasure token. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove vision here. And I'm going to use that as my that's just where my placement needs to be. Alright, we got a trickster stratagem, decoy ploy, which actually works really well. I didn't realize that was a card that turned all villains into heroes. It's called like Thunderbolt something. Thunderbolt conspiracy card, and it makes that work really well. Yeah, Thunderbolt's conspiracy. When a villain dies, return to the battlefield with a finality counter. That creature is a hero, so you can use that real well with that. That works out good. We have Raft Security Officer. We've got a Hawkeye's Bow, which is an easy infinite. You just got to find something that lets you untap. That's the thing some people think that's the hard thing to get, but there's so many things that allow you to untap for when you gain life, when a player takes damage, when this creature deals damage, yada yada yada. There's so many triggers. When you draw a card. Oh my god, I found a card for my Squirrel Girl deck. Look at this. Boom. Squirrel Girl was my chase card, and I got it at the pre-release, so we're good. I'm already winning this set. But yeah, Teamwork 3, choose one. If spell was cast using Teamwork, choose both. Get a +1/+1 counter, or target creature you control fights a creature an opponent controls. So, for 1 mana, great card. Because Teamwork 3 is easy to get with squirrels. You just tap 3 little baby squirrels. Yep. We got Justice Vance Astrovic. That's really good. Especially if people running frog decks. That's really good. Because they love bouncing and replaying, bouncing and replaying. That's really good. Got another She-Hulk. Got another Hex Magic. That card saved me in the pre-release. Because it's an easy way for you to get rid of trash. But also you can leave a land in there. You can get a free land play. Like, you leave land in your hand, Hex Magic it, play it next turn, or this turn. If you have 2 lands, you play one this turn, play one next turn. So you really don't lose anything and you get to draw cards for it. So it'll save you. All right, we've got a better Last Gasp, by the way. Look at that art. That is beautiful. You got a Dark Deed from Bullseye. And you get neg 4 for 2 mana at instant speed. And so with that's an amazing card. Because indestructible doesn't matter. A bunch of other stuff doesn't matter. That is great. Oh, awesome. Even better. I love green. Green's my favorite color. But Epic Fight, full art. Look at the beautiful artwork in that. I love that. Double a creature's power and toughness, and you can make it fight something, so you get a free just destruction on top of doubling. It is so good. And then the Piece of the Resistance, a foil full art mount. I love the lands in this set. They're so beautiful. And then our other foil was Ant-Man's Army. Nothing to write home about, but better than nothing. So, works out great. All right. Yeah, that's probably my favorite card today is Epic Fight. I love it. And it looks like one of those that makes a scene too, which I love those that you put like next to each other. And this card over here ties into the scene here. I've got to look into the other scene cards because I see arms coming in that make me think, why would you add that to the card unless it's a scene card? They did a lot of that in Lord of the Rings, and I loved them. All right, token. We got a hero and a robot. A little Robert Villain. Okay. Vision of Villainy, which is guaranteed. That I got 20 of those now. Web Up, still great card. Got too many of them, but great card. We got Rocks and Brutes. Another bow. Hydraulic Helper for the Iron Man artifact. Or Doom. Doom has some good stuff too. Super Strength is awesome. I've gotten 10 of those. The Ultron drones, they're everywhere. Oh, that's great. Look at that. Team Tactics. 2 mana instant. Target creature gains double strike until end turn. And if it was cast using Teamwork, it gains Trample. Which means, I believe that means, if you attack a creature, kill it, and Trample hits them, you get the double strike damage too, I think. So, that's a good card. I like that. That one's okay. I don't think that one. Abomination, they could have done more for him. He was supposed to be able to fight the Hulk easily. They could have really rammed him. Giving him one counter and the ability to fight something. Okay. But 4 for a 4/4 with trample. Not horrible, I guess. He was in my pre-release deck. He's good for villains. Oh, okay. Oh, that secondary ability is mean. Creating tokens, that's just what White does. But giving all tokens first strike, oh, that's nasty. What else do we got? We got our rare is Scientist Supreme of Aim. Pay 2 life, copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an artifact source. You may choose new targets. Activate during your turn and only once each turn. Okay. So yeah, you can re-trigger artifact stuff. That's useful. That'll probably be going into my Doom Iron Man deck that I'm doing. Ooh, Panther Pounce. I was just bragging on that card. It's very pretty. So I'm going to be using that one for sure because it's in foil. And boom, there's a land for the artifact deck I'm working on. So we're getting great so far. I'm having a good birthday. We're getting good pulls. All right. Let's crack another one and see what we get. I'm probably going to crack all the Marvels, then play a game, then crack the 3 Strixhaven to end on. Alright. Great card for a common. Sacrifice an artifact creature, draw a card. Great. Lifelink's what makes him amazing. People underestimate how much Lifelink can save you. Unless your opponent's running like infinite, I'll win. Lifelink will save you, especially in pre-releases. Man, Lifelink is so underrated in pre-releases because a lot of times those games come down to 1 or 2 life. I literally had a match come down to 1 life and lost because she had 1 life and she played a land that gave her 1 life. And so if she wouldn't have had the land, then I would have beaten her. So it was a good thing to have lifelink for her. All right, we got Kree Commandos, Frozen in Ice, Aerial Doombot. I need as many of those as I can get. Ant-Man's Army, Hydra Assault Robot, another Giant Growth. One of my favorite green cards. Like, I love the old versions of that card. Because people underestimate how much a 1 mana +3/+3 can get you a win. Alright, well, if you're in an investigation, that's not bad. Oh, Sharon Carter. Ooh, we got Speed, Young Avenger. I don't think that's the first one of those I've got. See, unblockable except by creatures with haste is might as well just say unblockable. Like, I love those cards. Like, there's an artifact that's a gingerbread man that I built a whole deck around just making him super strong and just pinging people. Ooh, Spider Woman? That's a good one too. Yeah. For 4 mana with Flash, you can tap something, it can come untapped. And the art is beautiful too. Oh, we got us another Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I'll give you a second to read that. It's a great card. If you run a hero deck, that is awesome. And the good thing, if you run him as a commander, you get access to all colors, which is really his selling point. Like his big positive. Ooh, giant size flying ant. In foil. Regular island. And we got a Shawarma. And then a Leviathan. That Leviathan looks cool. I like that. Okay. Straighten him up a little bit. Alright. Put our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. up. 2 packs to go. Let's see what we can get. Start with a soldier and villain token. Nothing crazy. We got the Wakanda drone. Ooh, Hydra infiltrators. They're bringing back Exalted without calling it Exalted, and I'm fine with it. I love Exalted. Alright, we have a Shield Spy Kit, Rapid Rescue. Rapid Rescue is good just because you get so much. Yeah, you get the mill to put a card from the milled cards in your hand and gain 2 life, and it's instant speed. So cast it at the end of your opponent's turn. That way they think you have something else coming. Yeah, that's good for a red-black artifact deck. Edge of Eternity's had a lot of good red-black artifact stuff. More of those. Oh, yeah, he's going to my cat deck. Yeah, look at that. Get you a look at the top card of your deck, play lands from the top of your deck, and create a legendary cat token that gets stronger every time you play a land. It's a win-win-win. That's pretty good. If you're doing equipment decks, free mana, along with creature destruction. There's you some taps. That's always good. Nice little war machine. That's a nice card. For a villain deck, oh, that gives you 4 colors. Oh, Super Scroll? Make a wall, give something +4/+4, deal 4 damage, and draw 4 cards. That is amazing. Like, you run your deck, you have him in it. Everyone thinks you're running black. No, you're running mono green. And you just make a bunch of free mana, throw him out, or treasure tokens, run any color with treasure tokens. Bam, you have him. Dude, that's like a really good card. Especially for Commander. Okay, we've got Coral Alliances. Yeah, that's pretty good too. I had somebody destroy some of my stuff with that. It's annoying. And a foil land, the AIM Labs. Alright, not bad, not bad. Last pack, guys. And then I'm going to take a short break. And then we'll come back. And I'll play some games with y'all. And then after that, we'll open some more packs. Let's see. Token, Villain, and Treasure. Okay. We got a Trickster again. Another Roxanne. Murdoch's Crusade, which isn't horrible. Pretty good card. Another Giant Growth. Kree Sentinel. Restorative. Oh, I'm so glad I got this. I love the art on that card. Take up the shield. Give something lifelink, indestructible, and a +1/+1. Oh, it's an amazing card. Amazing. And you get the beautiful artwork of Cap. Oh, that's great. Oh, I know a Tigra. Tigra's great. If you're running standard, a life gain deck with her would go hard. Okay, we got Falcon's Wing Harness. Give something flying and ward. And you get to detach it for free. We got Agent 13. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Full art. Baron Strucker, Hydra Overlord. I had used this in my pre-release villain deck. It's an amazing card, but I didn't have the full art and I wanted it. Now I got it. Look at that. I love the comic book style on these. Like, they look so cool to me. And I know it's the whole gimmick, but I love it. All right, and here we got a 2 rares in a pack. Well, no, that other one was uncommon. We got 1 rare, but who cares? Photographic Reflexes. At the beginning of your first main phase, until your next turn, he becomes a copy of a creature. Or a creature in the graveyard. Oh, nice. Except his name is Taskmaster Mercenary Mimic. And he's a legendary human mercenary. So he can copy anything in your graveyard or deck. Or not deck, graveyard or field. Yeah, that's an amazing ability for 4 mana. You run him as your commander, run a mill deck, mill out something ludicrous that costs like 15 mana, He costs 4. Bam! You have an unstoppable monster. And you can keep copying the same creature. Because it doesn't remove it. He just becomes copied. That is really good. Because then he'll get indestructible and everything else they have. We got a Widow's Bite foil. And then we got a Red Black Land. But yeah, we turned out pretty good today. Like, we got a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. Still waiting on that stone, but I've got 7 more packs to go. So we'll get to it.